Do you feel that your desired outcome or the motivation behind the relationship can change while you're in the relationship?
Absolutely. And I think that that goes back to communication, like you mentioned, and it also goes back to not getting complacent or lazy in that relationship. Because as people get complacent or they get lazy, then they may feel, oh, this is the status quo, or they may make the assumption that if there was to be a change, it would be detrimental to the relationship. And the change doesn't have to be drastic. It could be a great example. Two people meet each other, they're having a great time, 6, 8 months go by, whatever. And then one of those people has an opportunity that comes up that will require them to move. They could make an assumption on so many fronts. The clearest one could be, oh, I can't sustain this relationship if I move. So to them, it's either going to be a decision of, oh, I don't take this job, or I take this job and I lose the relationship. When it's like, well, that's an assumption. One, two, have you communicated? Three, once again, what's the goal of the relationship? Because if the other person doesn't need you to be there physically in that location. So for instance, if the goal is to have a fling, it's going to be hard to do that if you're 2 flights away. It's much they can find a local fling that will replace you.
Yeah.
But if that's not the purpose, or that's just an example that's easy to do, then there's not necessarily that calamity from a change in the relationship. But if that is something that comes up, and now you change your mind on what you want that relationship to be, that's okay, but you got to communicate it because you have to give the other person the opportunity to agree to that or to voluntarily involve themselves in that expectation.